What's up, guys? Max here with Zach.
Hey.
And we're talking about things that we think are going to happen at E3 this year.
That's right. We've been previewing E3 all week.
Yep.
Because E3 is next week, and we are basically shitting our pants.
And the big three. We talked about Nintendo, we talked about Sony, and now we're going to talk about Microsoft and their big press conference called Entertainment Evolved.
Right, which is kind of a giveaway about what they're going to talk about.
Yeah,
right?
The big thing, they're not going to be talking about hardware. Like, they've said that they're not going to be talking about new hardware. That's not a thing they're going to be doing. And if you've paid any attention to what the Xbox has been doing, it's very likely they're going to be pushing a lot of multimedia stuff.
Yeah, there's studies that show that more people use their Xbox to actually like consume media and watch movies than they do to play games.
Guilty.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. It's a $200 Netflix machine.
But it's your job to play games, Max.
I'm not very good at it, and I love movies. I love movies. They got a lot of movies on there.
Anyway.
But yeah, they just recently got Amazon Prime Video on there, so...
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other partners. Hopefully lots of new sports content.
Yes.
Because that's really what's missing. There's the ESPN app, but I want more. I want more sports. This is not just about sports, though. It's about video games. Let's be real.
Let's be real about the games.
Probably the biggest video game of E3, aside from Black Ops 2, is Halo 4. And of course, that is Microsoft's biggest first-party title.
Yes.
So obviously they're going to be showing that.
And there's a lot riding on this because it's 343 Industries.
Right.
They've taken over for Bungie, and we really haven't seen anything aside from the fact that Master Chief has a jetpack.
He has a jetpack, but he's had a jetpack for a couple Halos now. We've seen a couple glimpses of multiplayer.
It's a new jetpack, though. It's
a space jetpack.
It's really cool looking.
Prepare yourselves for lots of new gameplay, lots of new details. I would expect some info on a multiplayer beta. I'd expect a glimpse at some of the epic single-player stuff we're going to see. My prediction is like they'll show like a 5-minute clip, and it will end like right when shit's about to get real. You know, right when he sees like an army of the new enemy. We'll probably see the new enemy there. So that's Halo 4. But really, one of the things that we've learned is that Microsoft, being the first press conference of the week, is all about third-party titles, right? Because it's the first opportunity to show off, like, this is a huge new third-party game. Like, they started off last year by showing off Modern Warfare 3 gameplay,
It's very likely they're going to be showing off Black Ops 2, just right off the bat. We've seen some sort of gameplay stuff in the trailer. Not really gameplay, but
they showed gameplay in the trailer.
They got the horses. Is that gameplay?
That is gameplay.
They do more of a focus on the horses because everyone's really stoked about that. But I mean, obviously, there've been some changes made to the gameplay that they haven't really shown. There's the whole like kind of overhead command mode where you can like jump between like drones and soldiers and vehicles and stuff, and it's adding a new layer of strategy. So it wouldn't surprise me if they put some emphasis on that, as well as, of course, showing off some of the multiplayer and things like that. I mean, it's a given that a lot of people are going to buy this game. A lot of them have already pre-ordered it, so they can pretty much show us anything, and people are going to get excited because they already are excited.
Of course. Like last year, they started off, and it was that sequence at the beginning of Modern Warfare 3 where you kind of start out underwater, and then it's revealed that you're in the New York harbor.
Oh no, and there's submarines. You got to ride a boat.
Shit's getting real. I would expect something similar. I think last year they held off most of the multiplayer until maybe Call of Duty XP.
It's hard to show off multiplayer to a crowd that's not really maybe receptive to it. I mean, there's more sizzle to the single player stuff, and this is a much more story heavy Call of Duty game. They're putting a lot of emphasis on that. They got David Goyer writing.
Yeah, so that's Black Ops 2.
That's a thing.
What's some other stuff that we're going to see there?
I think we're going to see some Kinect stuff. I think that they've sort of proven that the Kinect is like a thing that people are actually buying, and they're at a point now where they can probably push some. I mean, they got Steel Battalion heavy armor coming out.
That'll come out like a week after the press conference.
So they might show like a glimpse of that. On top of that, you've got Crimson Dragon, which is basically Panzer Dragoon, but there's some Kinect stuff with that. I think there is.
Fable the Journey.
There's
definitely Kinect stuff in there.
That's definitely a Kinect game.
And they won't have Peter Molyneux to show it off this year. No. That'll be interesting.
Harry Potter for Kinect.
Oh, God.
Is probably going to get shown off.
Whatever. Fuck the Kinect. Let's talk about some more exciting
third-party stuff.
Yes.
You were saying the third-party. We've heard that. Capcom, Ubisoft, EA Sports, Harmonix, Square Enix, THQ are going to be showing stuff off.
It's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games to show off. It's a big time to show them off. If I had to guess, I would say Capcom is probably going to be showing off Devil May Cry or Resident Evil 6.
Yes, maybe Lost Planet. But they've also got another title that has not been announced yet. And Capcom, like Activision, is one of these companies that does not have its own keynote that it would save that for.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll hear a new Capcom title.
Resident Evil versus Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It's a survival horror karate game. What else?
THQ, what are they going to show?
THQ, I would bet I would bet pretend money on them unveiling Insane, which Guillermo del Toro first announced at the VGAs the year before last. And he's been working on that with Volition. It's a survival horror game, and it's one of the guys who worked on the BPRD comics is doing art for it and stuff, and we don't know anything about it. It's being written by one of the guys from Saints Row, Steve Yaris, I think, and we don't know anything. That could be a thing. It's possible they might just show off Darksiders 2, though I sort of doubt it because people have already played it, so there's and I'd say they probably, if they're going to be showing off Darksiders 2, they're probably going to be doing it with the Wii U. Because that is going to be a Wii U launch title.
The next day.
What else is there? There's Harmonix.
That'll be Rockman Blitz.
You think so?
Obviously.
I heard they were working on some new thing.
Maybe.
Who knows? Square Enix. They could be sitting on anything. It could be Sleeping Dogs. It could be Hitman Absolution. It could also be Thief 4.
God, please let it be Thief 4.
It could be Thief 4.
Please let it be Square Enix. Please let it be Thief 4.
You got a week.
Please.
Get it together. Put Thief 4 in your presentation.
I do not believe that it's going to be Thief 4, but god damn it, I don't think there's a game that I want to see more than Thief 4. Like, it was the same team who worked on Deus Ex Human Revolution, and they did such a good job revitalizing that franchise. I just hope that they do the same for Thief. But who knows? It's Microsoft's keynote.
Yeah.
We've talked about a lot of games, but I have a feeling that the majority of the talk is going to be about new dashboard stuff, probably some Windows 8 connectivity.
I could see that.
Windows Phone stuff, a whole lot of bullshit. I would say
a lot of bullshit.
It's sad
it's very
to
possible.
say.
Everyone's, we're not going to see new hardware. That's what they've told us. It's possible that they'd show us some sort of next-gen-ish stuff.
Maybe.
One way that they could do that is by showing off Unreal Engine 4.
That would be cool.
That would be an interesting way of doing it because they'd be like, here's what we could be doing with our next thing, which we may or may not be working on. This is what it's going to look like,
Yeah.
The world of tomorrow. Today.
I think they're going to be a little more conservative. I guess I'm trying to manage my expectations.
There's also the stuff out of left field that we could get excited about. There's a possibility of Fable 4. That could be a thing. You never know.
Maybe.
There's maybe Infinity Blade Connect. That was apparently was supposed to be a Kinect game at one point or another. People have talked about that. That could be a thing. I think it's worth noting that Grand Theft Auto 4 was first announced at the Microsoft keynote in 2006.
Interesting.
In the form of a temporary tattoo.
That's right. I remember that.
Shown off.
That was a good moment.
So everyone's kind of asking. Everyone wants GTA 5 to be a thing that we can get excited about, and it's like we don't know what it's going to do. I mean, Rockstar says there's not going to be there, but that doesn't mean that they're not maybe, showing off something in a keynote.
Anything can happen.
Yeah,
it's the beauty of E3.
Maybe they'll unveil it in the form of like a T-shirt or something. Maybe they'll be like, boy, it sure is hot, and they'll take off his shirt and they'll say Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, but we already know that there is a Grand Theft Auto 5.
Maybe they'll just end the show like that, and then the curtains come down. And this is boring. I don't know. I want Grand Theft Auto 5. I think everyone does.
I know you do. I don't think we're going to see it.
Yeah, well,
sorry, Max.
That's the big if. It's exciting.
Nonetheless, you guys should tune in to all of our videos. Microsoft's keynote starts off E3 week Monday morning around 9:30 a.m.
Prison rules. You got to kick somebody's ass the first day or become someone's bitch.
Right. Yeah, that's how I manage E3.
Yeah.
So you guys, make sure you're subscribed to our channel because it's a smart thing to do. You guys don't have to follow any of the bullshit that's happening. Just watch our videos and you will learn, you'll know everything that there is to know about E3. You can also follow us on Twitter at Rev3Games. You're Max Scoville. I'm Zach Miner. And go watch our Nintendo and our Sony previews and stay tuned for way, way more E3 hype talk this week.
We are going to be busy. And I hope you guys appreciate it.
It's going to be like Christmas, but instead of getting presents, everyone works.
Let's get nasty.